Hey everyone, in the news this week, it was the London Marathon and I got a personal best of 3 hours and 54 minutes before I finally had to turn off the TV and watch something more interesting. China resumed construction on a building that is set to be one of the world's tallest buildings, following years of delays, and somebody asked me, what is the point? And I answered the obvious, well, it's the thin bit at the top of the building. Virginia Giuffre passed away by, quote, suicide, just like Jeffrey Epstein or David Kelly or the 50 or so people that have been associated with the Clintons over the past 40 years. Certainly her dying on the same day as the Pope's funeral seemed like something that Michael Corleone would have orchestrated. And I do wonder whether Prince Andrew will now be entitled to a refund for the things that he categorically denied having anything to do with. Either way, with her out of the picture, I guess Prince Andrew can finally stop sweating. There's also been a series of massive anti-immigration protests going on, of which the main one was probably in Dublin, where 100,000 people took to the streets, that's 1 in 5 of the population, to protest against mass migration and the wildly escalating levels of violent crime that have come into the country shortly following the tens of thousands of people arriving from the Third World. If you look it up online, there's horrific videos of street fights involving knives and all sorts resembling in Ireland that most people haven't seen since the Troubles in Ulster decades ago, although a more alarming one was posted this week from Spain, where a left-wing politician was brutally set upon during a walkabout after Islamic migrants took umbrage with him being homosexual and attempted to murder him, all of course in accordance with Sharia law. This has all coincided, by the way, with the increasing talks that dogs could be banned from large swathes of European cities, partially on the basis that Islamic law forbids them, although it's also backed up by ludicrous additional claims that they supposedly have a large carbon footprint, or they bite people, with people implying that the Blue Peter dog is somehow on the same level as Peter Sutcliffe. For me, this came to the point of peak stupidity when somebody quoted the number of people killed annually by chihuahuas, although somebody helpfully pointed out in the comments that the statistic actually referred to the number of murders in the Mexican state of Chihuahua, and absolutely nothing to do with the animal. But I guess don't let a good fact get in the way of your left-wing propaganda. Anyway, see you next week. If you like these, click subscribe. Bye.